Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're just joining us for the first time, this is Arena Teaching Center. We'll teach you how to write, format, and design. And yesterday we started a series of travel guides. So we're going to continue from where we stopped. Remember, we did the first part yesterday. So today we'll focus on the second aspect. Although I was not able to finish the last part we did, but today we are just diving straight into the second aspect. Remember, I told you that the purpose of this teaching is to teach you how to format travel guide, and we are actually working on a concise version, but that doesn't mean that your own travel guide should not be well detailed. And if yours is well detailed, it's not every aspect of the travel guide that you are going to be putting, or every part of your travel guide that you're going to be putting pictures, but you see the focus point, like those little, like the top attractions and all that, culinary and all that. At least they should be visually appealing. So that's the area we are focusing on, while your normal content should just be on a double column page, and but when it gets to all those focus points that are mostly on bullet points, it's advisable to put some of them in a very fine formatted way by adding pictures to it. So today I want to show you another pattern of which you're going to be putting your short content with pictures, and we're still going to be using that round shape. We're going to be using it, but in another dimension. So stay tuned while we dive deep. Meanwhile, I'm going straight to my Google Docs so I can copy out exactly what I want. So we did top attraction, West Coast wonders. So we want to focus on the East Coast. We actually did not do this Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco. So we want to focus on this East Coast, and thank God it's 3, because the design I actually want to do is on no, don't worry, let's just go. So that I Canva that you have not seen before, honestly speaking. So based on the fact that I designed so much on book cover, A+ content, interior, so I have come to realize the different things that are in Canva, and I also believe that there are some things that I have not seen in Canva, of which I'm still going to look for. So without wasting much of your time, let's actually go and search for fine curve design, because we're getting curve and to look video. Although I said I want to focus on just black, that was yesterday. Today we are going to be using colors. So since we are working on USA, so it's best to use colors. So this page, I want a curve design, and we are still going to maintain that round shape, horizontal shape. So I want to search for curve designs. We are going to be using curve designs. So I'll check on the graphics sector. You see, when you search for, when you can navigate through Canva, you will see a lot of things that will make you mind blowing, honestly. So all these elements that you're seeing, they are for you to use and design your work. Okay, so I've seen the one that I want to use. I'm just trying to check if I will see another, if I will see another one. For the purpose of time, let me not waste our time. I've not even started working, my Canva is misbehaving. Alright, so I want to use this one. I want to use this particular one, and I want to put it at the side of my book, like the left hand side of my book. So which means I'm going to flip it up. So for you to flip, you have to search on your commands and you see flip. So it's going to flip for me. I'll flip it vertical and I'll flip it horizontal. So then once I flip it like this, I will flip it again, and I'll perfect. So this is how I want it to be. But first of all, I should have checked. Okay, so the colors can be changed. Since we are working with three colors, white, red, and blue. So I want to make this to make sure it fits in our USA colors, the colors that we are using for our design. So I have to go through our color palette and see if we have that sharp USA color. Okay, all right, so I'll change this one back to I think I should just like put it out red, then put white in between this one. Perfect. Remember, we are still on the aspect of bleed and no bleed. Okay, we're still on the aspect of bleed and no bleed. Okay, so here we have. So I'm going to be assembling my shape according to what we are saying here. But first of all, let me place the content I copied. East Coast Gems. It's already bolded. Change the font to East Coast Gems. So let me go and take out our fine shape. Then for the last video, I put a borderline around that shape, but I actually did not show you guys. So today I'm going to be showing you how to put border. So I'm going to be duplicating it. All right. Okay. So this is how I want it to be, but I want to put something. Oh, okay, it's okay like this. All right, so what we'll do next is we have to start searching for our picture. So I said that we're going to be using colors today, so let's make this red to make it look more beautiful. Then I think we should change our border to like white so that the white can stand on the blue. You see how it is? Now the white is standing on the blue, making it feel like there is a pattern. Are you getting it? So this is where we're going to be putting our pictures. Then I want to make sure that everything aligns. So I'm going to remove what I want to do, but I just want to make sure that everything aligns the way I want it. So I'm going to measure where my content is going to be. Perfect. We're going to remove this, so we're not leaving it. We're going to remove it, but I know exactly what I'm doing. I want to maintain this pattern. Like, I want everything to be in this box. We can as well leave it, we can as well remove it. It all depends if we are going to leave it or if we're going to remove it. So let's kindly search for Times Square and Statue of Liberty. That Statue of Liberty. I hope it comes out very well for me for here. Get. So I want to make some adjustments so that the heading can be on top of the box. So as I'm making adjustments, I also make adjustments with around the pictures. Okay, so the first one now is for we to put our content. Remember that fine font we were using yesterday? It's the same font we're going to use today. Perfect. Then we can change this one to black or blue. You see how I'm doing it? I want everything to align, like they should all align. Because the alignment is very important. Canva. Don't stress me. Alright. So which means this one is going to come up a bit. Perfect. Okay. So let's copy out our content so that we can remove the box. So our box is actually small. I create the content fit. Okay, so you see the reason why I said I want everything to be in a box, because I want them to align very well. That's why. So I'm currently using font 9 for this. I don't want to make any mistake. All boxes are going to be removed. Meanwhile, before removing the box, let me remove them from bold. Perfect. Please, you know that this video, not only you is going to be watching it, a lot of people are going to be watching it. So the purpose of my teaching is for you to get the ideal knowledge on how to format your own travel guide. You can become more creative than me while learning from me. Do you understand? So that how will I put it, of design in our book. Okay, please be creative. In as much as you're emulating the teaching, you have to be creative for your own business. Are you getting what I'm trying to say? All right, so now we have to remove the box. Okay, so You see the reason why I place them in the box, because I want them to align properly. So I'll make an adjustment. Okay, there's so much space on this aspect. All right, so now let's take our time to start searching for each of these, the Times Square, and please put our pictures to make it look more visually appealing. Times Square and Statue of Liberty. We already have Statue of Liberty in so this is the Times Square. We already have Statue of Liberty, so let's just focus more on the Times Square. I think we should go for this one. Perfect. Which is this one? Okay. All right, so you can rate this design simple and sharp, abi? So now let's move to the other face. Remember, when you have something like this, it's very beautiful and unique, okay? And when we want to focus on the next page now, we'll just like copy and paste content and place it in double color. Remember, I said not all your travel guide should like cover up with pictures because of printing costs, but at the same time, if you have short content like factual content, just like this, like short concise content that are just straight to the point, and you just want to make sure that your content is visually appealing very well, what you do is that you make sure whatever content that you are giving to your readers, they are factual and they are straight to the point. They are content that you are sure. And you know, the best place for you to get your content ideas and everything is through travel blog. Get it through travel blog like TripAdvisor. So you get your ideas from there. So anything that you're going to be writing, you know you write it appropriately well. So when you are putting out the picture, you know exactly what you are doing. Are you getting it? Because not everybody have the time to be reading a lot of content. Why some people, they love reading a lot of content in their book. So if you want to make your work visually appealing, those are the things that you need to do. And if you know you don't want to be adding pictures too much in your book, like a lot of pictures in your book, you have to make sure that your content are large, and in as much as they are large, they are passing out the right information. So now I want to imagine that the next page of our book is content, like just content only, no other stuff, okay? But probably there is an heading for it. So it will be like a continuation from where the East Coast Gems stop before we now focus on the second place. Do you understand? So that you will not just focus on only shorts. You're getting my point, right? So what I want to do now is that I'm going to like group this, select multiple and group, then copy it so that I can actually use it for page 8. So this is our page 8. Okay, on group and duplicate. So next thing I'll do is group, duplicate. All right, so this is for page 8. Are you seeing what I'm doing? Like, I don't want the space to be too much. So we've successfully added our content from page 8. But if you notice that I actually did not design page number. I only did the first page number, and I didn't do like another page number. So we are going to be doing page number, okay? We're going to be doing page number since we didn't exceed the borderline. So we are we're going to do a page number where we also like put our, but for that I'm just going to put it, I'll start from here. So I have to check, let me check my space if I have exceeded. Okay, I have actually exceeded, but that doesn't stop us. If you still want to know how to do page number, don't forget to go and watch the first formatting video from Canva, the one I posted before now. So I thought about how you can add page number to your book. All right, so I thought about table of content and how to link it and all that. So let's look for a design. I'm actually looking for something I can just use to be putting page number. You can as well put a page number on bleed, since we are using bleed and no bleed version, and we can put a page here. You see how it is very easy for you to put page number. So this is page 8. So before even putting that page 8, I think I should just like USA travel guide. Let me check if I can change the color. Perfect. Oh, unique. So this is our page number. It's very easy to do. Let's use our normal font that we are using. Or we use Anton. It's very catchy. You can extend your page number. You can extend your 8 to almost at the edge of the book. So what we'll do next is for you to make sure that all your book have page number, and if at the very beginning you did not duplicate, like you did not do it from the very onset, just like what I did. I didn't do it from the very onset. What I would advise is just for you to like no. Look at the one. Let me check if I can select on this. So I'm copying everything now. What I'll do now is to start pasting them on each page. Paste. So finally, all our book have what? Page number. And you see how unique and beautiful the page number is, simple and sharp, right? So that's how you'll be able to add page number to your book. All right, now we are finished with the second set, so we want to focus on the third set, and we still have much to do, you understand? But if you take note, I am also incorporating long content alongside with the short content. So we have done the SATA charms, we have done the, okay, we want to focus now on the SATA charms, and we also have 4 to write, like 4 to work on. So what I want to do is that I'm going to design my layout, but first of all, if I should copy out everything, let me just copy the SATA charm and okay, let's just leave it there. Let me design my layout. This one is what? Saturn charms. So this is SATA charm. Perfect. Just went along SATA charm. So take note of what I'm doing now. So I want to like reduce the column spacing a bit so that I can still have like more space. All right, then by so doing, I will have to like bring this it's not working. I have to make a little bit of adjustment, so I'll just leave it like that. All right, perfect. Let's leave it like this. So the next thing is my content. I'm gonna ungroup and I'm gonna like copy. Let's just maintain our space. All right. I believe you are seeing what I'm doing. So the reason why I put it at the left hand side, like the content at the left hand side, is basically because I want them to like, I want a space and I want a pattern. You understand? You know, when it was all horizontal, there was no like no space. At least when the reader is reading it, at least they should like have a fresh of breath air. Okay, like let's start copying our content. To see if our content will fit exactly the way it is. Perfect. Thank God that the content is not that much. At least I know that I will have space for headings. All right, perfect. So we have a lot of space for headings, and I actually wanted to put my headings at the bottom. So I want my headings to be at the bottom. So there's a lot of space for headings. And I'm going to be using the colors of how the picture look like for my headings. It's all design. Right now I'm putting my headings anyway. They are all designs. So the first one is water, Dixney, word. I thought we've done the Dixney word before. In this case, I would just reduce the line spacing instead of reducing the font size. Then I'll go search for it. Our design is coming very well. And this will be the last one for today. Like this particular picture. Great Smoky Mountains. I'm charging my phone, but based on the fact that I'm using it, my phone is low. The reason why I am doing multiple different layouts is so that each and every one of us can pick a particular pattern that we want to use for our design. Are you getting it? So it's not compulsory that 100 people will just use one pattern. Now we have different patterns. I've done first one, I've done second one, I've done third one. Now this is the fourth one that I'm doing now. So you can pick any pattern and add your own to it. And this particular pattern is, you will not have issues with Amazon, honestly, because the picture is not complete. It's cut out. But the thing is that I don't know if it's gonna bring bad reviews. I'm not sure. Most important thing is that you know exactly what you're doing. That's it. All right. I just thought that instead of me using different color, let me just use one color for all of them, because the pictures if they are not that too bright. And in as much as the picture is not bright, there's a way you can brighten your picture here on Canva. Okay, just by adding a filter to it. So the last one is Miami Beach. I believe you can hear me very well. I had to go and hide myself in one place whereby the kids' noise will not like be in my video. This picture is so fine. It's fine. For all the pictures, this one I find best. So guys, this is the end of today's video, and I believe that as time goes on, we'll be more creative with our designs and more ideas are coming in. These designs that I did today, they are very, very beautiful. All right guys, take your time to implement, take your time to design your own in such a way you will love it. But as for me, this one is spectacular. Thank you. Bye bye. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, and don't forget to share to your friends and your family so that they can come and learn how to do travel guide formatting. All right guys, bye. So tomorrow, by God's grace, we're going to be focusing on the next segment where I'll be teaching you another pattern on how to put your book on how to design your travel guide. All right, bye bye, take care.